Want to save? What if I told you taking control of your finances help you to save money? Hello everyone, welcome to Money Master, where we explore the world of finance and we'll talk about saving money without stress. I'm your host, Jana Emandal, and today we're diving into one of the most important yet often overlooked topic that can shape your financial future, the financial literacy. Understanding financial literacy is key to being smart in handling your own money. We'll answer some critical questions today, and by the end of this episode, you'll feel confident taking your first step toward financial freedom. So grab your coffee, sit back, relax, and let's get started. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is financial literacy? Why should we care about it? According to Mandel in 2009, financial literacy is the ability to use knowledge and skills to manage one's financial resources effectively for lifetime financial security. So, financial literacy, in simple terms, is understanding of how money moves, including budgeting, saving, and avoiding debt to secure your positive financial future. Some people might think the very basic knowledge of having money is to spend, showing off, but it's not all about that. Financial literacy is not only about counting numbers that you owe, and it's not only about having paper bills in your pocket. You might be asking, why does financial literacy really matter? So, as money matters in our life, being financially literate does. Why? Because how much money that you have, it may be small or big amount, you should know how to manage it, and having knowledge about financial literacy will help you understand how you spend your money. And it makes you smart in decision making when it comes to money. The more financially literate you are, the better you are to make smart choices. On the other hand, lack of financial literacy can lead to bad habits such as spending without saving, accumulating debt that loses opportunity to save money. And that's why financial literacy matters. Now that we already know what financial literacy is, let's talk about how you can develop financial literacy in your life. It's a journey that will lead you to a success in handling your own finance. Here are some practical steps to get you going. Number 1. Track your expenses. The first thing you must need to do is track how or where you spend your money. Ika nga, you cannot manage what you don't measure. And I can say that it gives you a clear picture of where your money is going and allows you to adjust when needed. Kasi, di ba, when you track your expenses and you know that you spent a big amount of money in a specific day, you will know that you should adjust in coming day or in another day to avoid too much money going out in your pocket. Number 2, create a budget. Budget is a tool that tells your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. How to do it? It's not complicated as you think. You can start with listing your allowance, budget, income, or the money going in your pocket. From that, make a plan for how you want to allocate your money. Sabihin naman ng iba na kapag nagpaplano ay hindi natutuloy. But we have different mindset, and if you have a goal, you can make that happen. Budgeting is a plan that will help you save money and don't spend in unnecessary things. Number 3, start saving. Why do we need to save? Because life is unpredictable. Meron at merong darating na pangyayari na hindi natin inaasahan, and saving money will save us into that unexpected situation. Whether it's a medical emergency, project in school, biglaang gala, your saving is your lifesaver. So, learn to save. Hindi yung puro gastos lang tayo, because saving money will help us when unexpected situation comes. Next is number 4. Avoid or manage debt. You must avoid borrowing money from others, or if you cannot avoid it, because there's the time talaga na we short on a budget and the only option is to borrow money. If we can't avoid that thing, we must manage it properly. How? Make a plan to pay borrowed money and avoid taking on too much in the future. Pag patong-patong na yung utang, mahihirapan na tayo niyan magbayad. Kung hindi natin kayang magbayad, in the first place, wag tayong mangutang. Avoid borrowing money as much as you can. And last but not the least, educate yourself continuously. The more you learn, the more confident you feel in decision making. Read books, listen to podcasts, or watch TV to expand your knowledge on managing your own money. There's a lot of segment today on television that will teach you on saving money and also teach you how to make money. And now we're talking about the benefits of financial literacy. What are the actual benefits of financial literacy? Why should we invest time and effort learning about finance? Financial literacy affects the lifestyle of individual. Learning it will give us benefits such as number 1, provide basic needs. When we have knowledge on handling money, we can buy the simplest thing that's necessary in our life, like foods. In girls, di ba, we need sanitary napkin every month. Baka naman hinihingi pa natin yung pambili sa parent natin, ha? Don't be like that. You can buy it on your own if you know how to manage your money. You can provide basic needs. Number 2, attitude toward money and investment. Person learn when the change of behavior is there. When you learn financial literacy, you equip with knowledge and become aware. If you are aware, you think every minute on where to spend your money and make an investment. May isip mo na hindi porket may pera ka, may laman yung wallet mo, gastos dito, gastos doon ang gawa. Para tayong galit niyan sa pera, gusto natin mawala sa paningin natin. But it will change if we learn financial literacy. Number 3 is financially balanced, ethical, and responsible. Period. In learning financial literacy, we will become financially balanced, ethical, and be more responsible. In addition on the benefits of financial literacy, we tend to improve in decision making. The more you understand managing your money, the better choices you'll make and you'll feel more confident. It also can reduce stress. Aminin natin, nakaka-stress pag walang pera, di ba? But with a clear understanding of financial literacy, it reduces the uncertainty and the anxiety. And last is increased savings. The more you make smart decisions, you'll be able to save more money. Let's zoom in on the situation of financial literacy in the Philippines. In the article titled State of Financial Education in the Philippines by Go in 2017, several findings of researchers regarding to the state of financial literacy, including World Bank study in 2014 estimated 20 million Filipinos saved money but only half had bank accounts. ADB or Asian Development Bank study in 2015 revealed that Philippines does not have a national strategy for financial education and literacy. Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas released the national strategy for financial inclusion, stating that while institutions strive to broaden financial services, financial literacy should also complement such initiatives. 25% of Filipinos are financially literate. This means that about 75 million Filipinos have no idea about inflation, risk diversification, insurance, compound interest, and bank saving. That is all related in money, and many Filipinos don't know about it. And more than 80% of the working middle class have no formal financial plan. This study shown that many Filipinos lack the necessary knowledge to manage their finances effectively. Many Filipinos struggle to save, budget, and plan for the future. And ito yung pinag-uugatan ng problema. Conflict inside the family, relies on loans, too many debts to pay, and without saving and investment for their future. Kitang-kita natin how Philippines struggled a lot when talking about money. However, despite of this, there is still hope. More financial institutions and organizations are rolling out educational programs, and campaigns to help people understand the basics of personal finance. Last November 27 to 28, 2018, leaders, decision makers, influencers, and representatives from public and private institutions, civic society, and the academe gathered for the first ever financial education stakeholders expo organized by Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Expo designed to build an organized network of players that share the vision of a financially literate citizenry and implement a variety of initiatives to achieve the vision. Next, let's take a look at how people view money. According to InCharts in 2017, there are 6 major types of money personalities, and knowing your money personalities can help you understand your financial behaviors and improve your money management skills. Number 1 is frugal. Frugal people seek financial security by living below their means and saving money. They rarely buy branded items. They save money instead. They save money because they believe that money will offer protection from unprecedented events and expenses. They prefer to save rather than spend. Some people might think they lost opportunity to enjoy life, but it says frugal people believe that money will offer protection from unexpected events or expenses. It's better to have savings than nothing. Number 2 is pleasure. Pleasure seekers use money to bring pleasure to themselves and to others. They are more likely to spend than to save. They often live beyond their means and spend more than they earn. If they are not careful and do not change, they may fall into debt. We can also call pleasure seeker as the spender. They enjoy spending. Bibili ng kung ano-ano kahit di naman kailangan. And they live in that moment where they have a lot of money to spend and that gave them joy. Paano kung wala ka ng pera? Diyan papasok ang utang and began to struggle to pay debt and save for the future. So if you're a pleasure seeker who spend a lot, please learn to balance and manage your money. Number 3 is status. Some people use money to express their social status. They like to purchase and show off their branded item. So far, wala pa naman akong nai-encounter na ganitong tao. Status people showing off their status in life, bragging expensive things that they have, like shoes, bag, etc. People who view money like this should be careful. Number 4 is indifference. Some people place very little importance on having money and would rather grow their own food and craft their own clothes. It is as if having too much money makes them nervous and uncomfortable. They may prefer a simple life and they feel uncomfortable with large amount of money. Mababaliw ka man talaga pag nakahawak ka ng malaking pera. People are having too much interest in money, but people who view money as indifference, they lack of interest that can lead to personal growth rather than materialism. Number 5 is powerful. Powerful people use money to express power or control over others. People in this category use money to influence, and they might spend money to manipulate or control others. And last but not the least is number 6, self-worth. People who spend money for self-worth value how much they accumulate and tend to judge others based on the amount of money they have. They link money to their self-esteem. In this major characteristic of how people view money, which characteristic closely resembles your attitude about money? Me, personally, how I view money is kinda more closely resembled to frugal or indifference. Because I'm not spending money to things that I don't need and I rarely buy branded items. Okay lang, sapat na, minsanan pa. But I'm struggling in saving because my money is just enough for my budget. I also might say I'm into indifference because I am not materialistic. The road is long in taking the journey of financial literacy. The more you learn, the better you are in making decisions. Remember, everyone's situation is different, but the key takeaway here is that by understanding the basics of managing money, you're giving yourself tools to make your life financially stable. And that's it for today's episode of Money Master. Thanks for tuning in. We've covered a lot from what financial literacy is to practical steps to develop personal financial literacy and different way people view money. I hope you learned something new, and if you enjoyed today's episode, share this podcast to your friend and don't forget, stay tuned for our next interesting topic to help you make smart money decisions. Don't miss it. Thanks for listening and until next time, keep learning.